Let's get ready to rock and roll here at Dunkin' Donuts Parks. Fans, thank you so much for joining me here in Hartford, Connecticut, as we anxiously await game number 2 of the series. I feel like we've been waiting so long for this to happen. Yesterday, we were rained out here in Hartford. We were supposed to start the doubleheader at 5:05 here today, but rain pushed us back again. Looks like we will get a 5:30 first pitch today. It'll be James MacArthur on the mound, and for the Hartford Yard Goats, the Double-A affiliate of the Rockies, will be lefty Nick Bush. So it'll be a 7-inning game as we back this up with another doubleheader, which will also be 7 innings. Reading looking to tie it up after they fell on Tuesday night 4-0. They were shut out in the contest, but lots of good things to look at. Great pitching. They did get people on base. They just weren't able to bring them home. So hitting with runners in scoring position is going to be big time for today. As, oh my God, the groundskeeper's coming out to talk to the umpires at the plate. There's no rain. Just get the first pitch in. Reading looking for their 20th win of the season. They sit 19-27. The Hartford Yard Goats sit 29-17. You know what? They're coming out. They're announcing them to come out once the game starts. So before the game starts, it is Hartford's general manager and their groundskeeper decision. Of course, they consult with everybody else, but that's whose decision it is. Once the game starts, it's the umpire's call. A, for fairness, and B, for safety. They're out there in the playing conditions, and they can make the call to better help the athletes. So lefty Nick Bush will take the field. Reading will bat first as they come to the line. We'll throw it down for the singing of the national anthem here in Hartford before we start game number 1 of the doubleheader.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Ready to play ball here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. As I said, the Fightin Phils dropped Tuesday's contest 4-0, so they look to bring it back in this game and tie up the series. They're going to wear their Los Luchadores Day Reading alternate Copa uniforms in hopes that will bring them some good luck. Tonight, the matching Copa hats and the road gray pants. Hartford's going to stick it out in their home whites here with the royal blue cap, the Yard Goats logo on the front in green lettering. As we get ready to play ball, leading things off, designated hitter Vito Freesia, followed by Ollie Castillo, Aldrum Corridor, and Logan O'Hoppy in that cleanup spot. Josh Ockamy batting 5th. Kevin Vicuña moves up to that number 6 spot. Jack Conley in the lineup in left field today, batting 7th. Jonathan Guzman and Freylin Mignetti, your middle infielders, rounding out 8 and 9. As our Phil's manager, Sean Williams, runs down to third base, the third base coach, and it'll be Michael Jones manning the first base coach's box as lefty Nick Bush gets his warm-up pitches in. An 8th-round draft pick in 2018 by the Colorado Rockies. Pretty highly touted pitcher, as he comes in with 4 wins on the season, a 3.94 ERA in 9 games began the season here in Hartford, and a whopping 46 strikeouts to just 6 walks. So very good control here as he gets his final warm-up pitches in. We will get ready to rock and roll here ahead of the rain. was on the temporarily inactive list to begin the season. Don't know really what that was about, but he did not come back. He was on that from April 29th to May 3rd. So that doesn't, it sounds like a bad thing. It could be a bad thing. It could also be, a birth of a child, a death of a parent, something like that would put them on the inactive list. Not to say that that's not sad too, but anyways, the first offering comes in low here to Vito Fresia, who is going to lead us off from the right side. He takes a ball to start off the at-bat. No rain as of now. We'll keep you updated. Not many fans in the ballpark because of the forecast. Also, first pitch was slated to be 7:05, so we might see a lot of people trickle in for the end of this or the beginning of Game 2 as Fresia takes another one inside. Bush dealing 89 right now. He's got a full arm sleeve tat on his right. The lefty, Fresia, takes him out to left center field. Decolati coming over, he calls off Montano and makes the catch for out number 1. Let's go over the defensive positions for the Yard Goats. Montano in left. This is only his second game here in Double-A. Decolati's getting his first start here, and Doyle over in right. Shunk remains at third, Tovar at short. Hunter Stovall makes his debut of the series at second, and Michael Tolia over at first. It is Daniel Cope, the catcher, back behind the plate. Willie McIver was supposed to start Game 1. Actually, we're supposed to have a whole different set of starters for Game number 1 on both sides, as Ali Castillo takes back-to-back strikes, down 0-2. So Eric Miller and Michael Bard were supposed to be Game number 1 starters on both sides. They chose to have their original starters as Castillo chases an offering in the dirt, 3 straight pitches. And there's out number 2 here for the Reading Fightin Phils in the first. So both of those pitchers changed. I'm not going to speculate why everyone did that, but the original starters for today will get Game 1, and the starters for yesterday will get Game 2. So it'll stick with a lefty-righty for each team, and then it'll switch again in Game number 2. There's Eric Miller coming out of the clubhouse right now to peek in. Wonder what he does the entire time. Just try to relax, I guess. He waits for his turn. Aldrum Corridor in the lefty batter's box. First lefty up here against the lefty Bush. He takes a first pitch strike and a second one at the knees. Cope brings it into the zone. Good work by the catcher to use the momentum. And there's a ball in the dirt. 2 outs here, top of the first, scoreless. Hartford scored in the first and second inning. On Tuesday's contest, Reading would love to get ahead early as Corridor bumps it off the net. Man, could have came in here if it got over. He's got 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reading would love him to smack one out right now. He actually did it in batting practice this morning. Quite a number of guys were driving them deep out of the park. Obviously, BP, a different story, but still nice to see. Josh Ockamy, one of those players, was sending it way up to the second deck, absolutely crushing the ball. Corridor capable of that as well. The lefty steps back, kicks and fires home, and it's outside, and Aldrum has worked his way to a full count here, trying to get something rolling for the Fightin Phils. Bush with the payoff pitch, 2 outs, Corridor chases. Does he go around? They said he did, and that will end the at-bat on a check swing. Reading goes down in order. James MacArthur comes out for the bottom of the first, trying to shut them down just as quick as Bush did. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Welcome back here at Dunkin Donuts Ballpark. Your Reading Fightin Phils taking on the Hartford Yard Goats in game number 1 of the doubleheader today. The R Phils were sent down in order in the top half, so James MacArthur looking to do the same here in the bottom of the first. MacArthur has been pretty solid in his last few starts for the Reading Fightin Phils. His last one, arguably the R-Phil's best start of the season. 6 innings of work, just 4 hits, no runs. Allowed just 1 walk and struck out 3. 89 pitches has been his longest outing. He's done that twice this season as the righty steps onto the first base side of the rubber. Here is Hunter Stovall for the first time this series, and MacArthur sends him a ball inside. Hunter Stovall, Ezekiel Tovar, Michael Tolia, and Aaron Schunk, the 1 through 4 batters. Brenton Doyle and Daniel Montano, the 5 and 6, as Stovall behind the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1 the count. Daniel Cope, the only change from the lineup as it starts to drizzle here at the ballpark, will bat 7th as the catcher. Ground ball left side onto Hops. Ollie Castillo across the diamond. There is out number 1. Kyle Datres and Nico Decolati rounding out the order. Obviously, Ollie Castillo over at third base, Jonathan Guzman and Frelin Minetti, the middle infielders, and Josh Akami over at first. In left field, Jack Conley. In center, Kevin Vicuña, and in right, Aldrin Corridor. We haven't seen that outfield a lot this season. And Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. 1 out here for James MacArthur as he sees Ezekiel Tovar. Ball 1. Tovar, a very impressive prospect on the 40-man roster for the Rockies. Here's why. Not only is he batting .326, not only does he already have 10 home runs as he chops this to third. Castillo again in the hot corner. He makes the play, and that's out number 2. Tovar is only 20 years old. First of all, you know how rare it is to be born in the 2000s and be in AA right now. But 20 is very, very young here to be performing so well. So we'll see more of him throughout the series as Michael Tolia comes up with 2 outs. It's raining. Doesn't seem to be bothering anybody right now. Fans are still sitting through it. That's kind of the barometer. If fans are out there without an umbrella, that's how you can tell that it is certainly playable, although I'm sure it's not pleasant. As Tolia takes a first pitch strike, had a solo home run in Tuesday's game. James gets him strike 2 quickly. 3 games in the Eastern League did not get played yesterday because of rain. One of them being the Somerset game. Hartford and Somerset battling for first place in the Eastern League. Reading trying to hold them off here. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. MacArthur looking for a quick inning of work. His team wanting to get back to bat, and he does. A quick swinging strike 3 as he goes off speed. He sets him down in order. On to the top of the second we go here at Dunkin Donuts Park, scoreless.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
The first went by quickly. Everybody went down in order. So Reading looking to change that here in the top of the second. Rain still drizzling down here at Dunkin' Donuts Ballpark. It'll be Logan Ohapi, Josh Akami, and Kevin Vicuña leading us off. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. Emily Messina bringing you all the action on the road here throughout the season. Lucky enough to travel with the team this year, so I appreciate my front office staff helping me do that and making it happen here. It's been such a pleasure to be able to follow the guys on the road and see what they really go through here as Bush sends two straight balls here to Logan Ohapi. He doesn't seem like he's on the same page as Daniel Cope, his catcher. And Ohapi takes a called strike inside. Lefty-righty matchup. The Fightins usually hit really well against lefty pitchers. We didn't see any starters in Binghamton that were lefties, so seeing one here as Ohapi gets a piece of it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to already get some more balls for the umpires with all that have been fouled back. Ohapi drives this to the third baseman. It is foul past Shunk. He'll get another chance again. Logan bats .290 against lefties, which is very impressive. Come up trying to get something working here for the Fightin' Phils. As he chases strike 3. Bush has come out on ahead. He struck out the last 3 batters he's faced, and here is Josh Akami with 1 away. Akami first in the league with walks. He's walked 40 times this season. We've only played 45 games, so averaging about a walk a game. Actually, we've only played 45 games, but Josh has not even played all 45 of those. Played most. He's definitely one of the guys who gets the regular starts. He's played 43, so even closer to about a walk a game as he takes a quick ball and a strike. Reading out in their Los Luchadores jerseys tonight. It's the black jersey with the yellow capped sleeves, the mask on the front representing the fighter. Fighting together as a community to make things better. And also connecting our roots to the Latin baseball community. Bush deals. This is below the knees to Josh Akami, and the count 3-1. Looking to get us started with someone on base here. 0-0 in the top of the second inning. Just spritzing now as Akami pulls this ball up the first base line, but it's foul. As I was saying before, was having a grand old time during batting practice. Was able to shoot quite a number of them into that deck out in right field, second level. It's only 308 down the line, but you have to hit it high if you want to hit it over. Time is called. The ball ended up back on the field. They must have thrown it into the stands and it somehow came back. I don't know. Anyways, Akami settles back in. It's a full count now. Bush takes a big deep breath, comes home to Josh, and he takes a swing on an off-speed pitch and comes up with nothing. There is out number 2, 4 straight strikeouts in a row from Bush, which tells you why he has 46 to begin this game and is high up in the league in strikeouts as well. Here's Kevin Vicuña for the first time today with 2 outs, looking to break the pattern. Ground ball to the shortstop, Tovar. Gloves it over to first, and that'll do it. Another 3 up, 3 down frame. Down goes Redding, and into the bottom we go. James MacArthur back out quickly here, scoreless into the bottom of the second.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Baseman number 22, Aaron Shaw.
James MacArthur back out for another inning of work here in the bottom of the second. Shut them down in order in the first, so we'll see what he can do here his second time around. First time seeing Aaron Shunk, Brenton Doyle, and Daniel Montano. As he sends a first pitch ball here into the cleanup hitter, Aaron Shunk. This is sent down the right field line, foul. Makes it up into that second deck, bounces down into the first. A horde of children are running after it. Still spitting out of the sky right now. That's the best way to put it. It's not bothering fans enough to get up. So keep that in mind as Shunk fouls another one back. Right by our bus driver, Eric from Klein Transportation, who's enjoying the game as a fan, one of the team's biggest supporters. We appreciate that. Shunk steps back in the righty batter's box with a 1-2 count. MacArthur got a strikeout to end the first. He agrees with Ohapi's pitch choice in the dirt. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Philadelphia won a big contest yesterday. They'll play again today, 7:05 start. Lehigh Valley, they were rained out last night as well. They'll play 1 today at 6:30. I believe their doubleheader is tomorrow as Shunk fouls this off his shin. It brings him down to his knees right now. Ooh, looks like he's in pain as he gets up trying to walk it off and breathe through it. Umpire will brush off the plate. We'll give him a moment here. Middle infielders back deep. Josh Ockamy playing in close. Ollie Castillo is way back deep. I have very, very bad vantage point down the third base line. I'm set up about a couple feet up the third base line, which means I can see nothing past Castillo, and Jack Conley is not even in my vision. So I try to lean out the window as much as I can, or they have the TV feed up next to me as the trainer's out here to talk to Shunk. He seems okay as he heads back into the batter's box. So a full seating bowl all the way from right field down to the left field line. Also double-decker seating all the way around, including suites above us and seating in right field all the way to right center. As James misses below the knees, it's a full count. The batter's eye out in center field, there's a beer deck, a Budweiser beer party deck out in center as well. A little bit to the left, some more stadium seats, bleacher seats, a big group area, and then the R-Phil's bullpen. Here's the pitch by MacArthur. Shunk fouls it back. Wow. Hits 95 with his fastball there. And Shunk will keep his full count. MacArthur deals once again, another foul ball. This time it's going to hit the roof. I am on concourse level here, so I'm kind of one with the fans. There's a level above me, of course, and then seats going down in front of me towards the field. It's a good vantage point, just down the third baseline. It's miss a lot of territory as he gets Shunk to trace a pitch in the dirt. MacArthur brings it down about 10 miles an hour, gets a strikeout to start off the second here. Was a very long at bat, though. Pitch count wise, it was 9 pitches. Here's Brenton Doyle. So MacArthur throws his 19th offering of the outing. There's one outside. And MacArthur gets a big swing and a miss. 1-2 here to Brenton Doyle. Doyle batting .247 with 39 hits this season. Does have 10 stolen bases. A lot of these runners for the Yard Goats are very speedy on the base path, so hoping we can limit the amount of times they're on base as he checks to swing, and he doesn't go around. MacArthur, a big deep breath. The 6'3" starter brings it home. It's 94. Working quickly with the pitch clock here. He certainly doesn't waste any time. A big step with the left leg. He comes home. And again, the off-speed pitch breaks Doyle down. He looks infuriated as he turns around and heads back to the dugout. Back-to-back strikeouts. Puts 2 on the board here for Daniel Montano. Montano got his first Double-A start yesterday, or Tuesday, I guess. Recorded 3 hits, so very impressive. Was promoted after batting .321. He sends this down the left field line, but it's foul. There's strike 1. .321 in High A. Spokane, 35 hits, 11 of them doubles. Montano waits in the lefty batter's box. MacArthur deals. Misses outside. Already 2 quick outs here in a scoreless bottom of the second. It's really hard to tell, but I don't think I see any rain coming down anymore as James hits the dirt. 2-1. James's toughest inning is the first inning, but he got through that cleanly and quickly, so hoping that he's able to settle in as he comes high and tight here to Montano. 3 balls and 1 strike. The righty kicks and fires. This is taken sky high. It'll certainly be playable coming over Kevin Vicuña. Waits as it comes into his glove, and another 3 up, 3 down inning for James MacArthur. Keeps it 0-0. R-Phil's up to bat, top of the third in just a moment here at Dunkin' Donuts Park.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit BrooksCommercialRoofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Brooks Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Top of the third here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. Both teams have been sat down in order 6 for 6 on either side. So the Fightin's looking to change that. They'll send up Jack Conley, Jonathan Guzman, and Fraylin Mignetti here for a tied 0-0. Top of the third inning. Nick Bush still out for the Hartford Yard Goats. Bush currently up to 26 pitches. It took James MacArthur 29 to get through, so they're pretty much neck and neck here. We'll see who breaks the ice first as Jack steps in from the right side. Conley bats .304 against lefties. Says he feels like he's reading the ball really well these days as he takes a first pitch strike as the knees man. That was a good hold by Daniel Cope to bring it the momentum back up into the strike zone. Here's the 0-1. Jack gets a piece of it. 0-2. Wide stance in the righty batter's box. Gets a ground ball that rolls foul into Hartford's dugout. Shaw manager Williams goes to make the play. The R-Phil's manager give it to a little hand that's sticking out of the net down the third baseline. That kid is psyched to get a ball as Conley chases an 89-mile-an-hour pitch for strike 3. That is the 5th strikeout here for Nick Bush through 2 1/3. Now I'm going to have to go in and see his high because 5 already is quite a bit. The season his highest is 8 as Jonathan Guzman takes a ball. Check professional career. I see 9 in 2021. Bush, a big windup. The lefty comes home. Guzzi pops it up onto the roof. 1-1. A bit of a jig music here. Nine. I see the most strikeouts per contest for Nick Bush. James MacArthur has done 10 last season. 7 is his highest this season. As Guzzi sends another one foul. 1-2 the count. Scoreless in the top of the third here in Hartford, Connecticut. Who is going to break this tie first as Guzman holds off on a ball in the dirt? 2-2. Luckily, I think it stopped raining here a little bit, so hopefully we have a gap to get us through. As Bush comes home. Ground ball left side. The third baseman gobbles it up. Guzman hustles down the line, but just a step behind the throw. And there is out number 2 here for Fraylin Mignetti, the R-Phil's number 9 hitter. The only one who hasn't come up today with 2 outs in the top of the third, seeing if he can get the party started. Takes a ball inside, as just slightly fallen under the Mendoza line, a 172 batting average. Was promoted about 3 weeks ago to the Fightin' Phils to help us fill a middle infield role as he sends this into left center on the run over his Decolati, and he makes the catch to end the inning. The Fightins go up and down here in the top of the third, so tied at 0 for the bottom half. James MacArthur out for another inning here in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Here's Daniel Cope to start off the bottom of the third inning, scoreless on either side here as James MacArthur anxiously awaits Cope to step in. He is ready to rock and roll here as we'll see Cope, Datres, and Dicolati. And he'll send him a first pitch ball. MacArthur has used 2 ground balls, 3 strikeouts, and a flyout in that exact order to get through the first 6 batters he's faced as he gets a called strike, 92, out of the number 20 prospect for the Phillies. Played at Old Miss, then was drafted in the 12th round of 2018. As James deals, this is a sky-high fly ball. Vicuña coming in. He'll make the catch, a can of corn for out number 1. Here's Kyle Datres, the designated hitter for today, batting .222 with 20 hits. He'll come up with 1 out and nobody on. First offering a called strike. MacArthur working quickly here. Seeing Datres the first time this series, all of us are. Popped up down the right side. It's going to be in the stands. Good enough for strike 2. It ends up in the concourse. MacArthur sets up, glove at the waist. He's waiting for Datres to get in the box here. He'd love to get started. Now the righty kicks and fires home. Slow roller back to MacArthur. Fields it on 2 hops. Throws it down to Josh Akami. Good play by the pitcher for out number 2. And here's the number 9 hitter, Nico Decolati. Decolati, a 6th round pick back in 2018. First season in Double-A after playing last year in High-A Spokane. Out in center field today, the only batter under, well, he and the leadoff hitter, so they go back-to-back with batters under 200. Batting 186 coming into this game as he fouls one that trickles into the R. Phil's dugout. There's strike number 1. James kicks and fires home. He's had 2 games today as he gets a called strike. 2 games this season, where he's pitched 6 innings of work. The first time allowed just 2 hits, 1 run. The second time, 4 hits, no runs. So on a very impressive tear. He's had a couple of starts in between that, but he gets a big swing and a miss out of Decolati. And there it is, folks. 9 up, 9 down on either side. A pitcher's duel we're in as we go to the top of the fourth. Can Reading break through in just a second?
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor.
Fans starting to trickle in here at Dunkin' Donuts Park as we're in game 1 of 2 of the doubleheader today, entering the 4th inning of 7. Tied at 0. Both pitchers have sat down the 9 batters they've faced as Vito Fresia is going to lead us off. We're back to the top of Reading's order here. Fresia flew out to center field his first time up. Reading looking to get something started, give James MacArthur some run support that he deserves here. Fresia takes the perch pitch ball. Bush comes downstairs in for a strike. Don't think it's drizzling anymore based on the number of people sitting in the stands. He checks his swing, but he does not go around. 2-1. Bush deals. Fresia chases. Strike 2. Big wide stance in the righty batter's box as he goes fishing and comes up with nothing there for strike 3. That is the 6th strikeout here for Bush and the first out in the top of the 4th. Here is Ali Castillo for the second time. Was a strikeout victim against Bush to start off the game. We'll see what he can do here his second time up. Pitch count-wise, Bush up to 42. He goes for the bunt. He's trying to run it out. And he runs right into Tolia, who fields the ground out. I think it was a good idea, actually. It was just straight up the first base line and had a little bit much on it. So out on a bunt ground ball to the first baseman. There's 2 away here for Aldrim Corridor. Anybody could make a difference in this game. One swing of the bat can certainly change the game. Here's Aldrim Corridor with 2 away, lefty-lefty as Corridor takes the first pitch strike. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws are in a rain delay at Shoretown Ballpark. They're playing home this week. Lehigh Valley set to start 6:35 in Scranton. Corridor, ground ball up the middle. It's misplayed by Shunk, and the Fightin Phils are going to get a base runner here with 2 outs. It was slow rolling. The third baseman tried to pick it up with his glove. Well, he just didn't pick it up, and his momentum kept him going. So we'll have to see how they rule that. I would only imagine it goes in as an error. They haven't put it up on the board yet. Would have been a tough play, but Reading gets a runner on. There's Aldrim Corridor, and here is Logan O'Hoppe. 2 outs. Trying to make something happen. Gives James MacArthur a little run support here. Ohapi takes this out to left center field. Is it at the wall? Logan Ohapi with a 2-run shot into the R-Phil's bullpen breaks this game up. Reading leads 2-0. Smiling as he rounds third. I said it, one swing of the bat could change the game. And suddenly the Fightin' Phils have a 1-run lead. 2-run lead. Woo! All right. Here is Josh Ockamy now with 2 outs, and the base is cleared. Our Phil's on top, 2-0. Josh from the left side. Cranks this into right. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Going back, they did give Corridor a single there, so Reading has had 3 hits consecutively now. As Ockamy gets himself on base with 2 outs, here is Kevin Vicuña. Vicuña from the right side, grounded out to short his first time up. Flies this down into right field. Doyle coming over. He'll make the catch, but Reading gets on the board first here. Logan Ohapi's 2-run home run plating Aldrum Corridor makes it 2-0. James MacArthur here for the bottom of the 4th in just a moment. Has not allowed a base runner yet.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Well, Hartford is back to the top of their order in the bottom of the 4th. MacArthur has not allowed anybody on base. That's out 9 of 9. Now, the same was true for Bush when he came up in the top of the 4th, but he allowed a hit to Aldrum Corridor, and then Logan Ohapi ripped a 2-run shot into the R-Phil's bullpen, his 9th of the season, a team high, and he broke this game 2-0. As Stovall smokes this into right center, it's going to bounce off the wall. Here's the throw into second. It's just a little bit late. A double for Hunter Stovall here to start off the bottom of the 4th. Here's Ezekiel Tovar, who's been smashing it up lately. Talked earlier about he's only 20 years old. MacArthur's going to have to work with a runner on the base paths and nobody out here. They're only up by 2, and remember, this is just a 7-inning contest. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Tovar grounded out his first time up. He takes a swinging strike to start it off. Tovar waiting for the pitch from MacArthur. The righty takes a deep breath. Now he comes home. And again, Tovar out in front of the offering. 84 as he drops it down. 0-2 the count. He calls time. Has to adjust his batting gloves here. Stovall's stolen 6 bases. He's taking a good lead out on second. Fralin Mignetti is keeping it covered. Instead, MacArthur goes home. A swinging strike that's dropped in the dirt. O'Hoppe picks it up, tosses it down to first. And there's out number 1, strikeout number 5 for James MacArthur. As Michael Tolia comes up, was the first strikeout victim. From the left side here is Michael Tolia, the first baseman. Sends this foul out of the field of play. Trying to cut Logan O'Hoppe's home run for you guys. You can watch it on Twitter. That deserves to be watched. That was a bullet. You will not have my call. You'll have Jeff Dooley's of Hartford, who is an amazing broadcaster. They're just the ones on MILB TV. Ground ball, left side, diving Guzzi. What a play by the shortstop behind the bag for out number 2 as Stovall makes his way to third. Here's Aaron Schunk. Certainly, if that had gotten past the shortstop, would have scored a run. Reading up by 2 here, bottom of the 4th. The Yard Goats threatening with a runner on third, but with 2 outs here. Schunk also struck out at the hands of James MacArthur. His first time up. The righty comes home outside. Big swing and a miss. 92. MacArthur still throwing some pretty good heat here in the 4th inning. Pitch count just 47 offerings. The 1-1. Ground ball bounces off the mound and it's going to get in the hole. A run will score and it's 2-1. Reading still on top here as Stovall crosses the plate, but this game has been tight from the start. Bounced off the mound. Nobody could get a hand on it, so that'll go in as a base hit. Here's Brenton Doyle with a tying run on first. And 2 outs on the board. First pitch fouled out of the stadium onto that street. I wonder if anybody's car has ever gotten hit. MacArthur taking his time, getting the sign from O'Hoppe. Runner shuffles off the base pass. There's a called strike 2. He's got 2 outs on the board. He does have the tying run on first in the form of Schunk. Looks over at that runner. Looks down and up. Here's the 0-2, just outside. Reading got on top in the top of the 4th with a 2-run home run. That was the first hits and runs on the board for either team. Hartford following suit in the bottom half. They've already scored 1 as MacArthur looking for out number 3, but this is rocketed up the middle. Coming to third is Schunk. The throw goes to second instead, forcing Doyle to stay put. Runners on the corners here with 2 outs. And I wonder if pitching coach Matt Hockenberry will come in just to give MacArthur a second here as Daniel Montano comes up into the lefty batter's box with the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first after back-to-back singles. First offering, and for a called strike. Montano, as I said before, very impressive yesterday in his Double-A debut. 3 hits. He flew out to center his first time up. MacArthur comes above the letters, 1 ball and 1 strike. This inning started off with a double from Hunter Stovall. Then MacArthur got 2 outs, stranding him there, but a single by Aaron Schunk brought him home. And now Brenton Doyle's single puts runners on the corners with 2 away. The 1-1 bounces over the plate. The runner's going. The throw by O'Hoppe. Now he's going to come home. The throw back by Guzman, and they get him at the plate. What a play by the R-Phil's defensive staff here as they get the runner out trying to come home. O'Hoppe to Guzman, back to O'Hoppe, and they get the tag. So MacArthur gets out of the inning. 1 run does score. Reading leads it 2-1. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for some Fightin' Phil's offense here in just a second.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A big play by the Fightin' Phil's defense as Brenton Doyle took second. Aaron Schunk tried to come home from third, but they caught him trying to take home. And James MacArthur gets out of the inning with just 1 run crossing the plate, so the Fightin' Phil's lead 2-1 in the top of the 5th for Jack Conley. Conley struck out, swinging his first time up. Remember, this is just a 7-inning contest, so not much left here. Bush with back-to-back balls. Conley rips it up the third base line foul. Nick Bush up to 49 pitches here in the top of the 5th. James MacArthur 55. We could see complete games on either side here depending on the score. The Fightins might go with a closer. Hartford might go with a closer as Conley tied up on a pitch in the dirt. Bush deals, bounces it over the plate, and it's a full count here to Jack Conley trying to get this run back, I think, in the top of the 5th. Obviously, 1-run lead, certainly not comfortable and against a well-hitting team like Hartford. Reading looking to tie up the series. Hartford took Tuesday's game 4-0 as Conley bounces it foul. He'll get to go again with another full count. After Jack, it'll be Jonathan Guzman and Fraylin Mignetti. Reading's runs came off a 2-run home run by Logan O'Hoppe in the 4th, scoring Aldrum Corridor. Aaron Schunk had an RBI single to score Hunter Stovall in the bottom half of that frame. Here's the payoff pitch. Conley fouls it into himself. They're going to need more baseballs with all these foul balls into the wet dirt. Crowd starting to come in a little bit more here. Doesn't seem like there's any precipitation right now, so good to go, which is nice. Another payoff pitch by Conley lines it down the third base side. It's fair. He's hustling for 2. Legging it out, a stand-up double for Jack Conley to start off the 5th. Exactly what Reading was looking for. Here's Jonathan Guzman now with a runner on second and nobody out. Reading leads 2-1. Fans, thanks for tuning in. This has been a good game. Good pitching on either side. Good hitting with runners in scoring position. Guzzi lays down the bunt. It is perfect. The pitcher tosses it over the head of the first baseman, and Jack Conley's coming home. A great bunt single for Jonathan Guzman, and then I'm going to say that Conley advances home on the error. That is certainly a hit there if they rule it that way by Guzzi. He sends it up the third base line. And it usually what happens if it's not a good bunter, it's got too much on it, it will catch the lip of that grass and roll foul. But his stuck on the grass, and he's safe at first as Jack Conley comes home. Reading gets the run back. It's 3-1 now with Fralin Mignetti here. And nobody out still for the Fightin' Phils. Bush seems a little rattled now. Nobody throwing for Hartford. Want to see how he plays as Mignetti lays down the bunt right in front of the plate. The catcher makes a good throw. He's about a hair from running it out, but he sacrifices himself to move Jonathan Guzman into scoring position. And I think that is what was being asked of him there. So there's out number 1, but we're back to the top of the order with Vito Friscia. Let's go back to see if they scored that play yet. So they do give Guzzi a bunt single, and Jack scores on the throwing error by the pitcher. Don't want to say I called that, but sometimes you've seen enough to know. As Friscia takes this into left center, chasing it down is Decolati. He makes the catch, not deep enough for Guzman to advance. So there is out number 2. Reading leads 3-1 here. They've added a run on the board. Ollie Castillo comes up 0 for 2 in the contest today. Reading now has 3 runs on 5 hits. Hartford 1 run on 3 hits. Sun's almost starting to peek through over the park. It's actually very comfortable out right now. Castillo takes the first pitch ball. Manager Sean Williams ready to wave Guzman home, who's on second if he can. There's 2 outs in the board. Castillo gets a piece of it, sending it foul. This is sent deep to right field. Doyle coming in. He's able to make the catch to end the inning. But the Fightin' Phils pick up a run there. Jack Conley doubles, and on the bunt by Jonathan Guzman, he forces the pitcher to make an error. Reading leads 3-1. James MacArthur out for the bottom of the 5th in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Reading is getting it going with runners in scoring position today. They got the run back that they lost in the bottom of the fourth, so they lead by 2, 3-1. James MacArthur out for the bottom of the fifth inning. He allowed 1 run on 3 hits back in the fourth, but that was the only time he's had anybody on the base pass. He'll see Daniel Montano, Daniel Cope, and Kyle Daughtry. Now, Montano was in the middle of an at-bat before, but a caught stealing has him up again with a fresh count as he takes back-to-back strikes, down 0-2. Line drive up the middle with 2 strikes, and Montano gets himself on base here. A hit to start off the inning with nobody out. Cope, who flew out his first time up, represents the tying run at the plate. Reading leading 3-1 here. This is game number 5 now. This is inning number 5, excuse me, game number 2 of the series. But this is a 7-inning contest, first of 2 played today, as a 91-mile-an-hour fastball induces a swing and a miss out of Cope. Reading used the big caught stealing to get out of the fourth. We'll see what they come up with here. Certainly, MacArthur gets numerous ground balls. The double play could be very efficient for his pitch count here. I think if it ends up being this close, might see a closer, but he's only at 60 pitches here, and he usually goes deep into the 80s. We'll have to see what manager Sean Williams and his staff decides, as he's got a 1-2 count here to Cope. Lined into left. It's going to drop in front of Jack Conley. Nobody's going to run on him as Montano holds up at second. 2 on and nobody out here for Kyle Daughtry. Montano at second. Cope represents the tying run at first, and Daughtry's now the go-ahead run out on the plate as Logan O'Hoppe is going to come in to talk to MacArthur here. He had some traffic on the base pass last inning, only allowed 1 run to come across, so certainly can get out of a jam. Ali Castillo is going to come in as well. He's going to grab that rosin back. Logan O'Hoppe heading back behind the plate. They'll get him a fresh baseball here. As O'Hoppe gives the signs to his team, certainly hoping for a ground ball. They've gotten one out of Daughtry's before. Grounded back out to James his first time up, so we'll see what he can do here in the bottom of the fifth. Your Fightin' Phils lead 3-1, but Hartford threatening. They have 2 runners on here. And nobody out. MacArthur deals. This is sent out to right center field. It's in an interesting spot. Diving is Corridor. He makes the catch. What a play by Aldrum as the dugout cheering him on. Eric Miller waving the bat up and down. That's got to be on top 10 plays right there. Watching the replay back, I mean, Corridor coming all the way from left, risking it there with the slide. But a perfect catch and able to stop himself from rolling and throw it back in. Oh, the runners cannot advance. That is a huge out, number 1. And here's the number 9 hitter, Nico Decolati, who struck out his first time up with 2 base runners, but now 1 out. Looks to lay down bunt. Ollie Castillo quick on his feet there over at third. He takes a strike, even with the bunt attempt. MacArthur looks back at the runner on second. Now he's going to come home. In for a called strike. 0-2 the count. Waiting for Decolati to get back in the batter's box here. MacArthur ready to deal. Good lead out on second by Montano. Did have a stolen base on Tuesday's game. Ground ball. Left side, it is slow. Guzzi barehands it. A diving play by Akami, not to let it go past him, but it is going to go in as a base hit. And now the bases are loaded here. Hartford seriously threatening. 1 out on the board, though a double play could change this entire game. Well barehanded by Guzman. It was stuck in that infield grass, I think, with the water. It's making it roll a little bit slower than it might normally. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach here with the bases loaded. It's Montano on third, Cope on second, and Decolati on first as Hockenberry comes out. The infield coming in here. Got a plan of attack for James MacArthur. I'm going to lean out the window and see if the bullpen's got anybody warming up. There's definitely somebody throwing out there. I can see somebody throwing. I would have imagined that they would bring in Marconi to get to the last inning. If it stays the score now, maybe they'll bring someone in for the out. I don't know. Is that Ofrady Gomez? I think it might be. Infield still meeting at the mound. The home plate umpire, Jen Pale, coming out. Break it up, and now we'll head back to get this game started. So, back to the top of the order here with Hunter Stovall in a very tricky spot. Your Arphils lead 3-1, but the bases are loaded with Hartford Yard Goats. Only 1 out on the board. MacArthur gets a first pitch strike, though. Good way to start off the at-bat. Now the righty comes set, glove at the waist. Bounces it over the plate. Good block by Logan O'Hoppe to keep it in front of him. If we see James MacArthur, who, by the way, leads the team in strikeouts, has had 3 ground ball double plays this season. Well, that would get him out of this. Even just feeling more comfortable getting 1 out on the board here, even if a run does cross, although corner infielders playing in, middle infielders straight up. The 1-1 outside, 0-1. MacArthur taking his time, getting the sign from O'Hoppe. With the bases loaded, 1 out. Ground ball. Mignetti to Guzman. Over to first, and Redding turns 2. What a huge double play ball for James MacArthur. With the bases loaded, he gets out of the inning clean, and Redding leads 3-1. On to the 6th we go here. The Fightin's back up to bat in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Here we are in the top of the 6th of 7 innings at Dunkin' Donuts Ballpark. James MacArthur used a big double play ball to get out of the 5th inning. The bases were loaded with just 2 outs on the board, and he got Hunter Stovall to ground into a double play to the second baseman, so no runs scored. And the Fightin Phils lead 3-1. It's their turn to bat once more. Here is Aldrim Corridor, who really got everything started with his first hit of the game back in the 4th inning. Came home on O'Hoppy's 2-run homer. Corridor down 0-2, and the count here as they continue to work. Nick Bush takes a ball outside. Aldrim takes one above the letters. Worked a 0-2 count, back 2-2. Corridor, since he joined the Fightins about a month ago, has really become a crucial part of not only the field, because we needed a spot in the outfield, but also up at the plate. Takes a ball in the dirt, and now the count is full. Let's check Nick Bush's pitch count. Starter up to 70 pitches. MacArthur 70 through 5. So, wow, are they even here? Although MacArthur hasn't given up as many runs, the 0-2 turns into a full count, and there is ball 4 to Aldrim Corridor. So he walks to start off the 6th. And here is Logan O'Hoppy, who had that 2-run blast his last time up. Reading in a good spot here. Obviously, still only a 7-inning game, but still a lot of baseball left. Hartford has 6 outs, and this is still a close game, 3-1. Hoppy takes the ball below the knees. We'll see how careful Nick Bush is after that home run. Actually going to induce a visit from the catcher, Daniel Cope here. I don't see anybody throwing in the bullpen, but I do see some stretching going on for Hartford. Their bullpen in right center and the Fightins in left center. And now we do see a visit from the pitching coach here, Blaine Beatty, out to talk. That was 5 straight balls from the pitcher. Game number 2 of this doubleheader will begin approximately 30 minutes after the final out. Reading will turn to lefty Eric Miller, and the Yard Goats will turn to righty Michael Bard. Now the meeting at the mound broken up. Logan O'Hoppe settles back in with a 1-0 count. Nobody out here. Top of the 6th. Aldrum Corridor out on first. Logan, ground ball deep at third. A diving Shunk can't come up with it. Corridor is hustling for 3. There's no throw. And a stand-up double for Logan O'Hoppe here. We'll put 2 in scoring position with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Logan, a 2-hit game. Both for extra bases here. And Reading threatening once more with Josh Akami up at the plate. Certainly not what Hartford was looking for after a meeting on the mound. Sean giving his signs to his team over in the third base coach's box. Akami goes to first. The pitcher has nobody to toss it to. Who is covering? Finally, it's the second baseman. The first baseman came over and tossed it to the second baseman. There wasn't much coordination there, and the runners can't advance. It was too shallow, so everybody stays put. There's out number 1 here for Kevin Vicuña. Vicuña, who's 0 for 2 today, ground ball and a fly ball. Will take a first pitch strike inside. Vicuña chases an offering in the dirt, tells his teammates not to go, doesn't get past the catcher Cope, and he's down 0-2 in the count. Waiting on deck is Jack Conley. Had a double and a run scored his last time up. And there's a called strike 3. Pale rings up Vicuña. And there's out number 2 here in the 6th. Strikeout number 7 for Nick Bush. And here is Jack Conley with 2 in scoring position. Reading has been so good with runners in scoring position today. They've only left 2 runners on base. Seeing if they could keep that moving here with Conley. Takes a first pitch swinging strike. Bush up to 77 pitches now. It's Corridor on third, O'Hoppe at second with 2 outs. They'll be running on contact. And Cope's been playing well back behind the plate, hasn't really allowed anything past him. Conley sharply struck to the shortstop. Tovar across the diamond, and that'll do it. Reading strands 2 on, but they keep their 3-1 lead to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if it's James or somebody else who comes out for the Fightin' Phils in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Now pitching for Reading, number 48, Alfredi Gomez. The batter is the shortstop, number 14, Ezekiel Tovar.
Here we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading makes a call to the bullpen as Alfredi Gomez takes over for James MacArthur. Gomez gets 2 balls and a strike here to Ezekiel Tovar, followed by Michael Tolia and Aaron Schunk. This is popped up. It'll head out of the field of play for strike 2. This is the heart of Hartford's order. They're down 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th in just a 7-inning contest. And a strike 3 as Tovar seems like he has no idea what he's chasing. He'll be sent down for out number 1 here, Gomez's first batter. He comes in with a 1.80 ERA, has been very impressive since joining the Fightin Phils. Just 10 innings of work under his belt, only 2 earned runs. 4 walks to 16 strikeouts. That's a pretty good ratio as he picks up a K here. Tolia pulls this ball way too foul into the stands for strike 1. Reading started off the hits and the scoring in the top of the 4th inning, a 2-run home run by Logan O'Hoppe to score Aldrim Corridor. Yard Goats countered back in the bottom of the 4th. Aaron Schunk drove home Hunter Stovall. Reading capitalized on an error, though, as this is sent sky high. It'll stay in the infield. Akami, Mignetti. Who's it going to be? It's Mignetti who catches it over the shoulder on the outfield grass. And there is out number 2. Good communication there because they were both standing right next to each other. Mignetti calls him off and he makes the catch. So here's Aaron Schunk with 2 away. The Yard Goats 1 run on 6 hits. Reading 3 runs on 6 hits. This is lined right into the glove of Fraylin Mignetti, who doesn't even have to take a step. 3 up, 3 down for Alfredi Gomez. On to the 7th and final frame we go. Reading leads by 2. We'll try to tack on some insurance runs here in the 6th.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Well, Freddie Gomez got a 1-2-3 quick bottom of the 6th on a total of 8 pitches, and Nick Bush will come in here for the 7th. They're going to have him go a complete game. He's up to 78 pitches. He's held the Fightin' Phils to 3 runs on 6 hits. Reading trying to increase their lead here. 7 innings in game 1 of the doubleheader is all we'll play. So it's a close game, and it has been from the start. As Jonathan Guzman takes a first pitch strike, and then a ball. It'll be Guzzi, Mignetti, and then back to the top of the order with Vito Friscia. Sloughley hit to the third baseman, Shunk across the diamond. Guzzi, although quick, can't run it out. And there's out number 1. Fraylin Mignetti, who had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th, come up for the 3rd time today, looking for a hit. Takes a ball below the knees for a called strike. This one rolls past the catcher, Coop. 1-1. The count. Solid crowd here coming in. Hasn't really drizzled since about the 2nd inning. Still, people are hanging out mainly in the concourse. It's damp air, but I actually think it feels good, but I'm also like half inside. Mignetti chases for strike 2. 1-2 the count here. 1 out in the top of the 7th. We'll see if Gomez takes the back half of this or we get somebody else to come in for the Fightins as Bush misses above the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a called strike 3. Mignetti is rung up by Powell behind the plate, and that is strikeout number 8 for Bush. Out number 2 in the 7th as we go back to the top of the order with Vito Friscia. Friscia crushes this out to left center. Back at the wall, it bounces off. And a stand-up double for Vito Friscia. It actually bounces into the stand, so it'll be a ground rule double. As he shimmies on the base, Reading gets a runner in scoring position here. Vito Friscia gets a hit. And with 2 outs, here is Ali Castillo. He charged hard out of the batter's box, and it just went up and over the lip of the wall. A good catch was made by a fan out there. With 2 outs, Castillo steps in with a wide open stance. Rockets this one foul for strike 1. Friscia way off the bag at second. 2 outs, he's running on contact. Don't know how long they'll let Bush go here, up to 88 pitches. Don't think I've seen anybody throw 100. There is somebody warming in the bullpen. Castillo lines this up the middle. Stovall tries to make a play, but he can't. Here's the throw from center. And it's cut off, and Castillo caught in a run down. The run does cross the plate before, so it should be 4-1, I believe. But we'll have to see as that goes in. As Ollie Castillo caught trying to take two, he thought the throw would come home, but instead it was cut off. As we head into the bottom of the seventh, Ofrady Gomez will be our closer here. Just 3 out for the Fightin' Phils to take game number 1.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Bottom of the 7th, we go here at Dunkin' Donuts Park. It is 4-1 Reading as the run by Vito Freisha crossed before Castillo was tagged, which is a job well done base running wise. Castillo tried to take second, but they actually cut off the throw instead of letting it go to the plate. And the first baseman was able to tag him out. So Ofrady Gomez comes in here for a save situation. Reading getting an insurance run. They lead 4-1. Nick Bush with the complete game. But the Fightin' Phils have an opportunity to take this one as Brenton Doyle takes a hack. 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be Doyle, Montano, and Cope that the Hartford Yard Goats turn to. Gomez gets a sharp ground ball up and over the head of Josh Akami, and he's safe at first. When you pitch hard, you get some hard contact coming out of there. Bounced off of Akami's glove and trickled into the outfield. Doyle at first. Here is Montano, 1 for 2 today. Rumble. Keep saying that. The Yard Goats do have 6 hits, but they've only been able to drive 1 run lead in. They've kind of stranded quite a good amount of them today. 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. First pitch strike here to Montano. Gomez trying to shut it out here. The Ohapi goes over to first with the pitch. Diving back is Doyle. He has 10 stolen bases, and they certainly don't want to let him get in scoring position. That does go in as an error to Josh Akami that allows the runner to reach. And there is a called strike 3 to Montano. He is caught looking, and that'll pick up a huge out number 1 for Gomez and the Fightin' Phils. I don't know what it is about Gomez, but a lot of the runs that come across while he's on the mound are unearned, and I don't really know what the deal is there, but he's allowed, if we look at the stats, This is sharply struck. Guzman backhands it 6-4-3. And our Phil's turn too. I guess that number doesn't matter because the Reading Fightin' Phils pick up a big double play to take game 1 of this doubleheader 4-1. What a huge victory holding off the Hartford Yard Goats, who I know were looking for a win today to have their best start in season history. Well, Reading holds them off. And that will do it here as we take a break for game number 2. Should start approximately 30 minutes from now, so maybe 7:45. I will let you know on Twitter and on the social medias about when this game is set to start. But the Fightin' Phils take game 1, 4-3. What an effort, a full team effort. All right, I'll see you in 30 minutes.